NFL on EA Sports. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
Well, the nice thing about the NFL, Mike, is there's always next week. If you're coming off a good game, you got to put it to bed and come back and play well again. But in this case, things could not have gone much worse for this guy last week in that performance. So this game couldn't come fast enough. He said he had a great week of practice. He was able to put that behind him mentally and physically, and they're going to need him to play a lot better if they're going to come away today with a win.
2nd and a yard. Play action now for Stafford. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A first down throw for Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And that'll be batted down. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. It's now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. The open man is Nakua. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Bateman is the motion man. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Bateman is the motion man. They're going to go right back to Henry. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Jackson now to throw on first down. This one complete to Bateman. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Play action now. Jackson. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. It'll go down as an incomplete. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up, and now it's fourth down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down. Jackson from the gun on third down. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's first and goal. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver.
And he's in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year.
Previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down. So that challenge, a successful one. A design run here with Jackson. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A return now from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense ready to see the football for the second time. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. First and 10. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
A loss of 1. It's now
third and 5. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That one into the hands of Atwell. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. That finds Nakua along the sideline.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come.
So a 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Tylan Wallace deep for Baltimore. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The motion man is Nakua. That's to Atwell. He's got it. He is in. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently 2nd in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. He'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Jackson now. This is intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant. And the Rams have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's Stafford. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing, Stafford. He's got it at the 7. And he's in. Devontae Adams. Touchdown, Rams.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable for Wallace. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Third and long. Here's Jackson. He'll try to run for it. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. Second and a yard. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. They'll come up to third and 3. Jackson looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Hill. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Raven first down.
Pistol give to Henry. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. They'll go again here with Henry. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
He'll drop this one down to Hill. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on fourth down.
It's a turnover on downs.
2 In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Working across the field, Nakua has it. Come up and down, just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that ball. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. In motion comes Andrews. Play action now. Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. On 1st down, Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it up.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
That's to the tight end, Kohler. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A tight end in motion now. On play action, here's Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Coming open, that's the tight end likely. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. It's the tight end likely in motion. Jackson up top again. He pulls it in around the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. That one is good. And the Ravens are back within 4 at 14-10. So we have reached halftime, and it's a 4-point game. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. This returnable for Wallace. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense. And Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. Remember, he had a touchdown on the ground earlier, something he's been able to do frequently this season, as you see where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks in rushing TDs. Now, faking the give. This one is complete inbounds, but not a whole lot out of it. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Here's a 3rd and 10. It's the tight end likely in motion. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15. Bateman is the motion man. On the ground, they'll go with Hill. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. Second down, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's Hill. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Anytime the running back is forced ground and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, it's Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. 3rd down, 3 to go.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. The motion man is Nakua. They'll run it with Williams. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. Second down, it's Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. That one caught by Smith. Still on his feet. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. They'll motion over Flowers. Off the play fake. Jackson. Open man. That's Bateman downfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. All run play. This is Hill. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Bateman is the motion man. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage. On third down, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. They can still pick up a first down here. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane. You can't just fall forward and push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running backs.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. They'll run here with Hill. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Rams offense and Matthew Stafford heading back onto the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And a short pickup past the 25. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Williams. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson now on second down. A throw on the move is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, second and 7. They'll stick with him again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Big play coming up. This is third down. Back to throw, Jackson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this fourth quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, that's Adams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Here's third down and a few inches. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Stafford to throw again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. First down, it is Williams. And he's shedding tackles left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford now on 2nd down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now Stafford. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down. He gets more than he needs. 4 yards picked up on 4th and 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at 1 possession. That's a great start there on 1st down.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. It is brought in the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The extra point from Carney is good. And the Rams will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. This returnable for Wallace. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. This one complete to Bateman. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. He will have a Ravens first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. Now Jackson. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing Jackson. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. He'll get this out wide. First time they've looked his way all game long. And he comes through with the grab and a first down. Up the middle they go. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, Jackson. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Jackson now to throw on first down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Stafford. That one caught by Adams. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Stafford. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Jordan Whittington. Touchdown, Rams. Stafford has his guys set. They'll try to add 2 more after the touchdown. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. This returnable for Wallace. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And
now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Lake. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On the carry, it's Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. It's another run here for Williams. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This returnable for Wallace. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this has been a dreadful offensive performance. Quarterback picked off 4 times so far. And this may be one just to erase from the memory. No need to watch the film of this one. It's a horror show. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Trouble, and down he goes. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll complete that to his fullback. And that's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Jackson on 3rd and 2, going up top and looking for Flowers. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Now it's Jackson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. One last shot now for Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end.